Episode 1273 of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about hindsight bias. And that is probably the biggest enemy to learning from your past mistakes and or eliminating fear from your organization. There are many times when people, when doing postmortem, have hindsight bias in mind when they say things like, you should have seen that coming, or I should have known that that was going to happen. Well, the reality is you probably couldn't see that thing coming because you didn't have enough data. And that person who suggests that they should have seen that coming has no idea, except that they have bias from hindsight. You now have the data points that led up to the moment that you made a decision that had a bad outcome, or somebody else made a decision that had a bad outcome. And my encouragement to you today, it's Monday, it's beautiful outside here in Atlanta, is to take advantage of hindsight bias, eliminating hindsight bias from your organization, because to the extent that you have those moments where you diminish one's capability by implying that they should have known better or that you should have known better, you instill fear. And when you instill fear, you instill the freeze part of your brain that would suggest, I'm not going to make that decision next time, or I'm not going to make a decision next time. In fact, I'm going to get some counsel. I'm going to get all kinds of counsel. I might even have analysis by paralysis because I'm just afraid to make a decision because somebody in a meeting somewhere said or exercised some hindsight bias, and made me feel bad about a decision that I made, or made me feel inferior in terms of my decision-making process. Instead of using that as a moment to coach, they used it as a moment to beat someone up and to instill fear in an organization. So my encouragement to you today is get that fear out of your company. Don't fall victim to exercising rhetoric on the basis of hindsight and the bias you get from that. It's detrimental to your culture. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.